Why play Vex Mid? Well, she brings incredibly high damage. She's very safe to lane and clear waves with. She has incredible range on multiple abilities, and she hard counters most champions with dashes. However, she is incredibly reliant on hitting skill shots, and her CC and mobility are situational and not always available to her. Vex's passive builds up a fear bar, which when full will make her next basic ability fear enemies and interrupt dashes. When a nearby enemy dashes or blinks, Vex marks them with gloom for 6 seconds. When a gloomed enemy is attacked, it will deal additional damage and fill her fear bar by 25%. Vex's Q is a straight line skill shot which deals damage. This starts as a slow and wide skill shot, and after a short delay it becomes smaller and faster. Also, this ability will detonate a gloom stack on an enemy. Vex's W causes her to gain a shield for 2.5 seconds. It also deals magic damage in an area around her. This ability will also detonate a gloom stack. Vex's E throws her shadow to a location. This skill shot increases in size the further it travels. Upon arriving, it deals damage and slows enemies hit in a circle. This ability applies gloom, while your Q and W detonate gloom, so your E is a good opener. Vex's ultimate is a long range skill shot which deals damage and marks the first enemy hit for 4 seconds. When recast in this window, Vex dashes to the target, dealing a large amount of damage. Also, if an enemy dies within 6 seconds of taking damage from this ability, its cooldown is temporarily reset, allowing Vex to sweep through teamfights with insane mobility. For basic combos, an easy guaranteed one is to walk up and use W with fear. Follow this up with E to apply gloom and then Q to consume it. This is mostly guaranteed with a fear and does a ton of damage. For your all-in combo, start E with fear, followed up by your ultimate and Q, which are both guaranteed with the fear, as long as they don't have too much tenacity. Follow this up with your ultimate to dash in before using W to finish your insane burst combo. For Masteries, take this. It gives her an insane amount of burst damage. For build order, start Ring and Pots before getting Ludens, tier 2 boots, and a Shadow Flame. After this, get yourself a Zhonya's and Hat before finishing your build with any of these. For skill order, start E then Q then W before maxing Q then W then E, taking ult whenever you can. For summoners, take Flash and Ignite. Starting the laning phase, you're simply looking to farm up to your Lost Chapter power spike, keeping yourself as safe as possible until this point. Both Vex's W and E have high mana cost, which means you're not able to go for too many high damage combos early, so your goal at this point will be to harass them with Q spam while pushing the wave. When you're against a melee champion mid, most are going to have some sort of dash to engage on you. Every time they try to do this, they'll be getting a stack of gloom. Make sure to try and land an attack after they dash. If they do this a couple of times, they will have taken a huge amount of damage. After you have Lost Chapter, when you have your fear, look to land your W into a full electrocute combo. Alternatively, if you can't get in range to use your W, an E into Q auto attack for a smaller electrocute combo is still good. When you hit your ultimate, look for that all-in combo. It's insane how much damage Vex can do in a small amount of time. Entering the mid game, Vex loves smaller skirmishes. Any fights in jungles where her skill shots are hard to dodge, or fights around objectives is where she excels. Keep spamming out abilities looking to assassinate a squishy with your ultimate. If you get a single reset, the fight is yours to win. Entering late game team fights, you want to play the role of the backline CC heavy mage. Before the team fight starts, keep poking away with your Q, and when it starts, you're looking to fear as many champions as possible with your passive. Keep yourself safe and spam abilities at their front line. However, all the while, look for the opportunities to land your ultimate onto a squishy on their backline. Zoom in, blow them up, and start resetting.